For the majority of these tutorials, they are all going to be focused on writing actual C++. There will be a minimum amount of actual Xcode specific usage. So for you Windows users or Visual Studio users, the only things where that matters is when I deal with the debugger in Xcode versus the debugger in Visual Studio. But it's going to be the same process. You're going to be stepping in, stepping over, and stepping out. Everything else is going to be the same. The only thing you'll need to watch out for is where does your debug info actually get printed out. So with that said, let's grab the guts of the value tree demo project and add it to our TaskQueue. Well, let's make this full screen. All right, let's go back to Producer. Right here. And go to File, Open Example, Utilities, Value Trees Demo. Now we need to select everything, starting with value tree item at the top. Let's get right here. Grab all this code, grab it, select all of it all the way down to the bottom. Copy, and then go to your source file, go to main.component.h, and paste it right above the definition of main component. Right there. Now let's take a quick look at what we've got in our value tree item class. We'll get familiar with what's going on here. Number one takes us to the get dragged source description and interested in drag source. These two functions ensure that when you drag your item, only items with source descriptions of drag demo are considered places that you can drop your item. Okay. Next, the item dropped, the move items, and the get selected tree view items functions. These three functions all handle what happens when you actually drop a node onto another node. Now these two functions, move items and get selected tree view items, these functions are static because they don't use any member variables of the value tree item class. Now, scroll down a little bit. Go down to these guys right here. These are the value tree listener callbacks. All right, this class inherits from value tree listener. So that's where all of those callbacks are. Whenever the tree changes, excluding properties, this guy right here, all of these callbacks are going to be called, and they are all going to call this function tree children changed. This function is responsible for recreating all of the subnodes for a node. All right, try to build it. Let's see what happens. Now that we've got all this stuff copied over. All right, we've got a couple build errors, and they are all related. Let's see, get UI color if available. They are all related to a function that we didn't copy over, and we're not going to copy it over. We're not going to use that function. So let's change those lines. All right, we'll go up to the top. The first one is this guy right here. All right, if selected. Okay, so let's put this in curly braces for now. Let's comment this out, and let's just make the color always be teal if we're selected. So g.fill all colors teal. Right, that takes care of one of them. We'll do black for the text. That's what's happening right here. We're just drawing some text, so it's setting it to black. So we'll do g.set color colors black. And there's one more down here in the paint function for the actual value trees demo. Comment that out. G.fill all. Let's give ourselves a white background. G.fill all colors white. All right, now try building. Hopefully we don't get any errors. Let's see what happens. All right, build succeeded. Assuming that you have no errors, let's add an instance to our main component. So scroll down to the bottom, go down here, main component in the private section. Value trees demo is the name of our class, and we'll give ourselves an instance. Value trees demo. All right, now we can go to our constructor and add it as a child. Add and make visible value trees demo. Now we can give it some size. So we'll make it the same size as our main component. Value trees demo.set bounds get local bounds. There we go. Thanks for catching up, autocomplete. Okay, Now build and run. It should look like the demo that you saw earlier. Okay, can we still drag and drop? Oh, that's selected, okay. Put that guy right there. Move this guy here. Let's delete item 3. Awesome. All right, it behaves just like the other one did. You can quit that. All right, cool. You have successfully extracted the value trees demo code and merged it into your own project. So now would be a good time to make a commit.